Okay, so we need to, as we do with every chapter, we need to practice naming the new functional group, the functional group of interest, which in this case is ethers. And there are two ways that we're going to name ethers, and we're going to use both of them frequently. The first way is common names, and as you can see from the slide, we're just going to take the two substituents, ethyl and methyl, right, and put them together. Ethyl, methyl, ether. Excuse me, tert-butyl, methyl, ether. Right, so this will be, I think, very accessible to you. We haven't done any functional groups like this yet, but it's the kind of thing I think that'll sit in your head very nicely. So, alkyl, alkyl, ether is the general way we're going to say that. Alkyl, alkyl, ether. Well, we name the two, and then we'll put the word ether at the end. And, of course, we're going to do that alphabetically. The other way is going to look more familiar to you, although it's going to be kind of busy. So let's look at that. And that is, we find the longest continuous carbon chain, and we name that as the parent. Right? The larger or the longest continuous carbon chain, we name that as the parent, and then we name this as a substituent where we call it alkoxy. So in this case, example that's given here, the longest continuous carbon chain is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, or 1, 2, right? Clearly 5 is bigger, and so we're going to call it pentane. And then with the eth, right? Where are we here? Alkoxy. We're using that form. So it's eth, you know, and you've done this before. Ethane, ethyl. In this case, it's going to be ethoxy, as you can see, ethoxypentane. All right, so that's it. There are two ways to name it. Please go practice with Skill Builder. Please pause the video now and go practice with Skill Builder 14.1 before you look at the next video, or rather the next slide. Please pause the video now. Okay, I'm going to suppose you paused it. And I'm going to say, all right, now let's do this one together. You know what I'm going to do? I need to pull my book open, though. Give me 1 second here. Pardon me. Should have had this open. 14. Skill Builder 14.1. Yeah, okay, so you just did that. All right. Now that you've done that, look here. Name the following molecule. So can you see by inspection, there's my ether, and there's my two alkyl groups, okay? So I'm going to name these guys. The one of them, where am I here? I'm going to name this via IUPAC, because I can't think of, that's just too messy. All right, so one is ethyl, right? And that's my shortest one, so I'm going to name that ethoxy, okay? Now I'm going to name this as the longest continuous carbon chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and I've got to name all the substituents. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to name that butane, and that becomes 2-butene. Okay, so I've named that. Now I'm going to say if it's E or Z, right? So in order to do that, I'm going to use a different color because it gets a little bit busy here. Can you see that that's the bigger of these two, right? Circle is bigger than square, okay? And it looks like, yeah, here's the smaller of the other two, right? And there's my circle, okay? Circle is bigger than square. So it looks like these guys are, the bigger ones are on the opposite side. So this is going to be, where have I lost my marker here? Let me come down here. Boom. I'm going to go back to red. Boom. This is going to be 2E. 1. Ethoxy. 2-butene, right? But I haven't named everything yet. So, I know I don't have enough room here in my paper to show this nicely. So I also have a chloro group, right? How do you spell chloro? chloro. And where's that? That's on the 3, so it's going to be 3 chloro. And I'm gonna mark that off because I've got it written here. Agreed? 3 chloro, and I also have a methyl group. 2 methyl. All right. So that's got to get named. This has got to get named. Oh, crud. This has got to get named. Wish I could turn off that automatic thing. Okay. That's got to get, all right, we got to take all those things and post them together. Wow, I wish I could stop that. All right. Okay. Okay, so those are my 4 things that I've got to get pasted together. Let's look at them. This is the parent, so it's got to go last. But everything else is substituents. 2E is going to go in front. I'm going to go to a different color. I know. This is getting ugly. 2E. Okay, I've taken care of that. Now I got to go alphabetic. Chloro, ethoxy, and methyl. So it looks like it's going to be 3 chloro. Taking care of that. Looks like ethoxy comes next. 1 ethoxy. Taking care of that. 2 methyl. Taking care of that. Aha. 2 butene. And that's it. Okay, wow. That's a lot of trouble, isn't it? Okay, but everything was a little question. We answered a bunch of little questions. And that's how we got it. All right, so again, longest carbon chain with the principal functional group in it was 4, butane. That's what we started. That was step 1. Step 2 was identify all the substituents, which we did. Step 2 is here. Step 2 is here. Step 2 is here, right? Identify the locants, right? There's a locant, locant, and locant. And a locant, right? And then paste everything together alphabetically. Okay? Not so bad. All right, now draw the structure for R1 methoxy. All right, please pause the video and make a guess at this before you see my solution. Pause the video, please. Okay, I'm going to suppose you pause the video, and I'm going to start here from the bottom. Hex. Ah, wait, cyclohex. Cyclohexene. Okay, I've taken care of that. Taken care of that. Taken care of that. 3 all. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3 all. Taking care of that. 1 methoxy. Taking care of that. Okay, and R. Okay. So it looks like this is the only stereogenic center here. It's going to be either that or that. Okay. All right, so I don't want to take the video time to figure out what that is because it's so busy. Doing RS configurations on a video is just so busy. But I'll do it on request, of course, if you ask. But I do want to show you a tool that I use sometimes to check. So if I've got something elaborate, I'm writing a key for an exam, it's obviously pretty critical that I get it right. I oftentimes will go back behind myself and check it. And the way that I do that, watch this. I'm going to keep those notes. I'll go to Marvin sketch. Yeah, it looks like I did that one for that one, huh? Okay, so let's go here. Get rid of this. Delete. I'm going to come back, and I've got notes in front of me. Methoxy, cyclo. Yeah. That's what I'm going to come back over here. And there's my notes. So I got a cyclohexene ring, right? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Watch this. I'm going to go here. And I think that's the whole thing. Let me go back over here. Where am I? PowerPoint. Did I put a double bind there correctly? Yep, there it is. Okay, so this is the whole thing. Now, I'm going to suppose that this is what I had said my answer was, and I didn't check this a minute ago, but I'm going to suppose it's R. And I'm going to go to File, watch this, Import Name, boom, it's S. You see that? Can you see that on the video? I'm going to go ahead and say Import. Oh, look at it, imported it, switched it, and cleaned the structure up. It turned my structure upside down. All right, can you see what I did? I did that with Marvin Sketch. This is free software, which is available online. It's Java, which means it's platform independent. Can work on either a PC or a Mac or Linux. And it's something that's, I think, a neat tool for organic chemistry students. So you can go behind yourself and check nomenclature and some other things. All right, hope that's helpful. There you go for section 14.2.